Hey everybody, welcome to Farm Cooking with Dan. Today is St. Patrick's Day. That's why I've got my green on today. Remember when we went to school, if you didn't have green on, you got pinched, didn't you? But I'm doing a corned beef and cabbage today, okay? We're fixing a few more vegetables with it, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to sling it together today. Right now, I want you to listen. Can you hear that sizzling? Well, you probably hear my dogs, but you don't hear that sizzling very much. Hang on, I'll grab this. Hey boys, don't start wrestling. Okay. I've got this all. This is just sitting in my pressure cooker. I love my pressure cooker, but it's about to finish up its life. Look at there. I've seared my corned beef in my pot. Now I'm going to grab something and get it out, okay? Just something to put it on. Hope y'all are having a good St. Patrick's Day. I have some of my fine people from over in Ireland. I have watchers from over in Scotland, Ireland, everywhere. So I want to tell y'all happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I do mine a little different. I know I don't make it like anything like somebody else does. So I'm going to put probably about maybe a little bit more than a half a cup of broth. There's a seasoning packet that comes with your corned beef, your beef, and sometimes I use just a little bit of that. I'm a little odd. Okay, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 tablespoons. Teaspoons of minced garlic. I'm going to clean out the rest of this. I'm sorry for beating that metal. I know that probably gets on your nerves, but I don't want to waste a thing. Sorry. And I'm going to put just a dab of apple cider vinegar, probably about a tablespoon. I'm going to put about a tablespoon, something like that, of white wine vinegar. You can use red wine vinegar, whatever you want. I'm going to put, let's see. Stir that up a little bit. Well, yep, I will. It's really nice to be able to sear. I'm going to loosen up anything that's on the bottom of this, okay? Get all that good stuff from the meat. You can do this in the crock pot. I'm going to feed my son and my husband at lunchtime, so I'm going to be doing it in the pressure cooker, okay? But you can do this in the oven. If you've got low and slow, you can cook it about 10 hours in your oven in a nice little pan covered, and it's going to be delicious. I'm going to pop in some other things, but first I'm going to put my potatoes. I've got some red potatoes. I've got some carrots, and I've got one big onion. I hope I can get my meat in there. One big onion. Then I'm going to put my meat. This is about a 2.5 pound piece of beef. Get all those little juices. We've got rain here today. Let me grab my hand wipe here. We've got rain here today. And It's pretty, I'm just going to put, it's pretty yucky around here. I'm going to put just a little bit of oregano on the top. Probably about a tablespoon. Now, I know y'all are much better at fixing this than I am. I'm going to put a little bit of sea salt. I'm going to put a little pepper. I'll just grab me about a half a teaspoon. Then I'm going to put a couple of bay leaves on top, okay? Just right on top. You know that you have to remove your bay leaves whenever everything's finished cooking, okay? You know that. I know you do. I'm going to have to get me a new thing of bay leaves. I had about 2 in there that was together. Okay, let me make sure that I didn't leave out something. Sometimes I put just a dash of cloves in there, but I'm not going to today because Josh is going to be eating. I have to cook according to my family. Now your corned beef came with a little packet of seasoning. I'm going to put, I wasn't going to put it all in there. I was going to sprinkle just a little bit on top. But I had it already cut open, and I got the whole little, which is probably somewhere about a teaspoon, probably a teaspoon of the seasoning. So it's got a few red pepper flakes in it, and it's sort of, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm going to try, yeah, most of it fell on this carrot right here. I don't normally do this, but you have to do what you have to do. Let me rinse my hands. And then we're ready to pop this in my pressure cooker. And I've showed y'all so many times how to pop it in the pressure cooker. And I'm going to cook it on about 90 minutes. Is what I'm going to cook it on. And then I'm going to remove it and show you what we're going to do next. I wanted to talk to you about a couple things real quick while my meat and my pot's heating up over there. I'm going to cook it on about 90 minutes in the pressure cooker. That ought to make it about fall apart, you know. Okay, but I wanted to tell you, the recipe that I go by, and I always do mine a little different, but it calls for 12 ounces of beer. And that beer cooks off while you have got it cooking and slow cooking in your oven or in your crock pot. Also, I wanted to tell you that I don't use beer in mine because I don't like what it makes it taste like. I don't like it at all. So I could have used apple juice, but my apple juice and my apple cider is downstairs in my basement, and I can't get up and down the steps to go get it. So I omitted the cider or the apple cider and the beer. You had supposed to have 12 ounces of that, but I omitted that and just used broth. I mean, that's good for my family. But I want to tell you another thing. As soon as I opened up my meat, I washed my meat. I rinsed my meat under good cold water for about 2 solid minutes, rubbing it all over. I wanted to make sure that none of that salt that is on there when you're getting ready to do it, none of that salt was on there. So I wanted to tell you that too. Rinse your meat really, really good. Now, I'm going to get ready to start my cabbage and get my other things ready, and we'll be back. Okay, let's get back at it. Let's get back at it. Let me tell you something. I've said this many times to y'all, but for newbies, I save my onion peels, even the outside of the onion, the old brown part. I save that. Boy, I about nipped my hand on that. I save my cabbage leaves that I chop off there. I save these, and when I make broth You can throw that in there with when you're boiling your chicken. Fill it up really big with water and throw your cabbage leaves in there. Throw your onions. If you've got some celery pieces left that you're not going to use, or the bulb part. See, I also take that bulb that you cut off the bottom of the celery, and I take it out and I put it down just level with the dirt. I don't put dirt on the top of it. I just put it right down in my pot and fill the dirt right up around it with the top showing. And it won't be but a few weeks, honey, you'll have celery shooting up from it. But that's another day, okay? That's another day. Let's, but I washed my cabbage first. You can see I've got water everywhere. And my son, he's not much on cabbage, but I love cabbage, love cabbage, love cabbage. So, and I like when I'm making my St. Patrick's Day thing, I like to, see right there's the core. And then all I have to do, I cut it like a V around that core. And then I just cut that. Starting to say, are they already coming for lunch? They better not be, it's not ready. But all you do is this. My brother-in-law, Eddie, used to love to eat this. Mom would always save the core for him, and he would just put some salt on it. So we're just going to cut this up in little cubes. I like to do my cabbage, fried cabbage, because, you know, you've got all that in one pot cooking, and you want to, you just think to yourself, I want a different taste, a different seasoning, you know? So, that's what I do. I like to fry my cabbage. I was going to tell y'all a story. I've got a little problem going on. When my husband comes home when he comes off the farm in today to eat lunch, I'm going to have to tell him I've got a leak that's leaking under my sink. When I went to get my pot to do my fry pan to do my cabbage in, it had water in it. And I thought, uh-oh, I've got a little leak coming from my sink. So he'll fix that in no time. But let me tell you, he decided he's going to help me when I cooked night before last. And he was going to wash some dishes for me. And because I had the dishwasher full. And he said, I heard it, I had everything out right beside the sink so he could get a hold of it and know exactly what to wash. So he looked at me, he said, do you want me to dump this out? I looked up, I was in there laying down, and I said, what? And he said, do you want me to dump this out? And he had my, what do you call it? He had my bacon grease. He had went to the refrigerator to see if there was anything needed to be washed in there or thrown away. And he said, do you want me to dump this out? I hollered, no, Lord, no, don't dump do not dump my bacon grease. I said, that is liquid gold, honey. I said, you don't know what we go through to get that. So let's go over to the stove and cook a little bit. Let's get some bacon grease. I'm letting my pan warm up really good. And I'm going to put some bacon grease in there and let that melt. This is probably about 3 big tablespoons. But he saw that. For a minute, I think he thought it was mashed potatoes. Lordy mercy. I was like, Lord, 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 don't throw away my goodies. I said, honey, you don't know what a woman will do for bacon grease. So we're going to melt this up a little bit. And we're going to dump our cabbage in there. I'll let this melt. I'll be right back. Let's season it up. I went ahead and threw my cabbage in there. I'm going to put a little salt. And a little pepper. I'm going to put some minced garlic. 1, about 2, maybe 3 teaspoons. Now, if I was just making it for me and my husband, I would lay the onions to this. But Josh would have a meltdown. He's not an onion person at all. So I don't want to fix anything he won't eat. At this point, if you want to shake a few red pepper flakes in it, you can put them in there. That tastes pretty good, as long as you don't get it too hot. I'm going to give it just a few. That was, Lord, that wasn't even hardly enough to even count. But we're going to let it fry. We're back. We've got our platter with our corned beef. And remember, you cut against the grain to make it tender, okay? We've got fried cabbage because we like ours fried. We got potatoes and carrots. I didn't put any onions on there because I knew my son would have a panic. So I'm just going to get my plate and get just a little bite of that. Just a little taste of the cabbage together. And they're coming in to eat. Okay, my family's here and we are getting ready to eat. I just got out a little bit of corned beef out into my plate. And I'm going to tell y'all, be sure and cut against the grain. It makes it so tender. It's delicious. And then I'm having a little cabbage. I fried my cabbage. It's delicious. I hope y'all have a blessed Irish day. And I hope you fix yourself something good today and enjoy it. And remember that I love y'all. And remember how much the Lord loves you. And we want to thank Him for all this great food that He's supplied for us today. We love you. We'll see you next time.